My name is Josh. I'm a student, and I also do content creating on the side, fashion, photography, and videography. Fashion, to me, is a form of free expression. It's a way to wear clothes the way you want to perceive yourself. Some similarities that I see with fashion and makeup is makeup takes a lot of time and energy. It's another form of free expression. When I look at features, I'm more drawn to, I would say, eyes. I think eye contact is good, so if they have really beautiful eyes, it's a plus. So.
How are you feeling?
I'm so nervous, bro. All right.
No. Hi.
Hey. How's it going? Hi. How are you guys? Oh my
Hi.
God. Hey. That's crazy. I love your makeup, by the way. I don't know how long it took, but I appreciate the time.
Took like a little less than an hour. I'm pretty fast, but I just wanted to do like a natural look.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
What inspired you to like?
I really like clowns. I think that
Okay.
inspires me, and also pictures of trad goths from the 80s. I feel like that's a big inspiration for me.
Okay, for sure. Yeah, everybody looks great, to be honest. What's your relationship with makeup, and just a breakdown of what you're wearing?
I started doing makeup when I was in college, but like the campus, like the environment, the atmosphere is just like that. Like
Yeah.
So like I became like the makeup artist on campus. I won like some competitions and stuff. So on my face, I have my Danessa Myricks primer and moisturizer on. Fenty highlight, Laura Mercier setting powder.
Laura Mercier powder.
My base foundation. I have my primer, concealer, foundation.
White foundation. My eyebrows are glued down.
I just have blush on.
I have no idea what that is.
That's fine. I started wearing makeup in middle school. In high school is when I got into it more, and I actually did makeup for my theater department. I did stage makeup, I did like character makeup.
I feel like I was a little bit late in the game because I started when I was like 17, 18 to like actually deep dive into it. Because I grew up playing sports and I have 3 older brothers, so I feel like that doesn't like help my case at all.
So I have a love and hate relationship with makeup. When I first started wearing it, it was to like hide my imperfections because I had really bad acne. Now, like, I feel more comfortable without makeup. Sometimes when I put makeup on, I start to think that I look like I did when I was like 12 and I had really like textured skin and like a caked up face. It's like I wore it to like, for comfort, I guess.
Yeah.
I used to be very anti-makeup. I used to be one of those people that was like, oh, I'm not like other girls. I don't wear makeup. Then quarantine happened and I just,
Yeah,
I mean,
all the time in the world, yeah.
Yep. And I started getting more extreme and more extreme, just messing around and trying different things. And I've come up with this look.
I've always kind of played around with makeup. In all honesty, like now as an adult, I barely wear makeup. Like this is a little bit too much for me, especially with my job. I'm sweating a lot. So it's just not great.
Can you tell me who you're kind of vibing with the most?
Yeah. So the first checkpoint, I picked number 1. I thought she was really funny, and like she like kind of kept the conversation going.
Ladies, how are you all feeling? Do you feel confident with the idea of taking makeup off? Is anyone kind of nervous?
If you asked me like 2 years ago, I'd be like, oh shit. But I'm chilling now, so.
I'm feeling kind of nervous, like I'm not gonna lie, because I do like to portray a certain image of myself, and I guess it just feels weird to have that sort of shield taken away, I suppose.
I think the person that's gonna look the most different is probably,
Yeah.
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 You know what I mean? Because like she's the one wearing the most, so like I'm kind of curious of like what she's gonna look like after. The person that's not gonna look any different is probably.
I don't know if that's a compliment or.
So.
Oh, see, I did a little bit too much on my nose.
Silence is so loud.
You're like, oh God, I'm really.
Oh, great.
Oh.
What kind of, oh.
No, it's not. You guys are great. But I didn't, yeah. There's not really that much of a difference, I feel. So what's your favorite facial features and your favorite makeup?
I think my favorite facial feature is probably my lips. That's actually my favorite part of my face. I'm like to line my lips and do my lipstick.
Mine's not really a feature, but it's my beauty mark on my cheek. And I just started getting into blush. So I would say blush, because it makes your face lift up, and I just feel like, I don't know why it makes me feel like feminine. It's like cute little pink cheeks.
Yeah. My favorite feature is my eyes, and I love doing my eyelashes.
My favorite feature of my face is my teeth, my smile. Thank you. And then my favorite makeup thing to do would be my eyebrows, because I went from like, you know what an expo marker is? So like, that's what my eyebrows, I'm not joking, in high school, like I would do it so dark.
I think that my favorite facial feature is my eyes. I like how when I go out in the sun, they're lighter and they shine brighter. It makes me feel more confident. And my favorite part of makeup to do is probably the eyeliner. I just like to see what weird shapes I can create on my face.
I'd probably say my mouth area would probably be my favorite. I'm not really fond of my eyes, but I do love doing my eyes. Like I feel like it's just the easiest thing to manipulate. You know?
Your eyes are beautiful. You don't need to manipulate them.
Right?
Yeah.
So outside of makeup, is there any other form of self-expression that you guys enjoy?
I love like painting, drawing. I also really like comedy. Like I'm not a comedian, but I love like watching comedians, and I love stand-up. I don't know if I like sometimes dream about like getting into.
You trying to be a stand-up comedian? Oh, you should
Like when
do
I
that.
see people do it, I'm just like, that's so dope that you could do that. Like I don't think I could do it, but.
For me, I would say I express myself most through fashion, more so than makeup. I've been into fashion longer than I've been into makeup. I just kind of get in the routine of makeup. If I wear it, it's like I said, kind of the same routine. So fashion, I feel like expresses myself the most.
I would say for me, it's songwriting. That's like really the only way I know how to fully express myself without like stopping any flow of any idea or whatever. I'm also a horseback rider, so I love being with them and like being in nature with them. Like,
Do you do like competition though? Like,
I just did one like 2 weeks ago. It was like my first time doing it.
how'd it go?
For my division, I got second place twice and third place twice.
Like I said, I love hiking. I feel like it brings me peace just being like at the top of the mountain. And then I journal a lot. Like I love writing poetry and reading poetry as well. And then I would say videography. I like also find peace just editing videos. Yeah.
So I'm a writer. That's like my main thing. I'm in college for screenwriting. I love to write comedy mainly. My brand is just stupid because it's a nice form of me.
Y'all can work together. Y'all can have your own little show. Like.
Yeah, there we go. And I also really love fashion, especially vintage fashion. I'm really into collecting authentic vintage pieces.
That's cool.
Thank you.
I am in college right now for my major in liberal arts and humanities. So I'm trying to be an art teacher. So
Is there like a specific art that you want to like?
I'm very fond of Renaissance and like the Italian Renaissance, but according to my teacher, I don't know what that is.
What?
But I do love to create like self-portraits too. Like I was experimenting with like surrealism, so I think that's like super dope too.
You guys are all cool, by the way. And they're so like artistic, which is cool. I bounced around because I started to get to know them, and they started to open up a little bit more, so I kind of just gravitated towards those people in that round.
Yeah, I can never get it completely off.
It's the mascara for me. Honestly, I feel more confident without my makeup just because I don't normally wear it. Like
I don't mind it per se, but it does feel weird because I do feel more like myself when my face looks that way.
You guys all look great. I don't know. To be honest, I actually like your guys' natural look more than makeup. I think you guys are beautiful all around. So, yeah.
Thanks, Josh.
Yeah, of course. I'm your guys' biggest hype man. Right?
Yeah, right.
Do you guys feel like there's a stigma between like wearing makeup and not wearing makeup?
Definitely. Especially with Instagram. I feel like the girls that like do it, like we all are able to do our makeup and we're able to like obviously like be comfortable taking it off too. So we get the best of both worlds. Like we know how to do it like when it's time to do it, but like we're also okay with like not wearing it. So yeah.
The reality of what makeup looks like we see beauty gurus use filters or smooth the skin for how like the base is supposed to look specifically. And so you're like, why can I not do my makeup well? Like, why is it not looking the way it looks online? And it's usually just because they're always like perfect lighting or retouched or edited a little bit.
I love when they drop like the real Getty images, right. Like when they're not filtered and it's like, oh, okay.
I remember when Instagram first popped out, it was like, oh my God, everyone get on Instagram. And then everyone was doing their makeup. And then you're like, well, fuck, like I don't look like that naturally. So then when you start growing up with that, I feel like you get super insecure. And then like finally getting past that, it's like now makeup isn't really a crutch for me. It's more of like for fun. And it's like, and I love being barefaced and I love having makeup on as well.
Just like in general with people accepting acne, because not everyone's gonna have perfect skin. Like we're all gonna get it, you know?
It's difficult because it feels like there's such a double standard, because if you do wear makeup, oh, you're a catfish, you're hiding your real self. But then if you don't wear makeup, it's like, oh, why didn't you put effort into your appearance? You look tired, you have a pimple here. So it just feels like it's a lose-lose situation.
Nowadays in this generation, people are more comfortable with and without makeup. There's people who are like doing crazy makeups just for fun, and then there's people who wear that out for fun, and then there's people who don't wear any at all. In my opinion, it's just more or less not as serious as maybe back in like 2016, you know, or something. I'm just naming it back the year.
That year was just wild. 2016 was wild, yeah, I remember 2016, yeah. In terms of relationship, when is it the perfect time to like wear little makeup to like no makeup? You know what I mean? Like beat face and then like little to no makeup.
Look at the terminology he's using. Good job, you guys.
I'm learning.
He said beat face.
Let's go.
It might take a while only because of the environments I'm in with people I go on dates with. It's always gonna be like outside of the house, but I'm not gonna have a man in a comfortable environment until a while into dating.
I would have to agree, like it totally depends on the situation, where we're going. For my summer fling, I'm just gonna throw it out there.
So you're looking for a fall fling.
Exactly. Well, we met on Tinder, so it's like he just sees pictures of me and I'm like full face, pretty much, like just like how I was before. I feel like it totally depends on the environment, how comfortable I feel.
It is something I wrestle with because I do choose to present in such an extreme way. If somebody's attracted to me, obviously the makeup played a part in that, especially since goth and goth adjacent subcultures are so often fetishized. You know, there's the whole meme of, oh, big titty goth GF. So do they actually like me as a person, or do they just like the idea of me?
I'm 99% like no makeup all the time. I could pop off with makeup and I could pop off without makeup, so.
All right, first of all, you guys are all amazing. You guys are all cool.
Nothing else.
We probably burn him out.
Right.
What?
We're surprised you don't want to ask any more questions.
You didn't get too personal. Like, I feel like you kept it really cute.
I don't know, like, just based off of like our conversations, like I kind of already get the vibe. You know what I mean? Like individually, like, I already know. But my sign, I'm a Libra.
Oh, okay. You didn't even ask us our signs, because I want to know too.
Just go down the line. Like,
I was about to say, all right, I'm a Leo.
Leo.
I'm a Capricorn.
I'm a Sag.
A Virgo.
Scorpio.
I'm also a Virgo.
The thing is, I have no idea what horoscopes are, so I'm just like, all right. So the person I'm choosing, you guys are all great, by the way. I think you guys are really cool, but it would be great.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Yeah.
Josh.
Jazara.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you
I
too.
give you a hug earlier, but the handshake is
It's
crazy.
fine.
But, yeah.
I know.
I prefer like a natural look, so I think she was more on the natural looks of things. So, and I really liked her eyes too. It's really beautiful, by the way. And then,
Would you actually consider going on a first date?
I don't know. I would be down, you know, just to see how it is.
If Josh and I actually did, I think we would need a little more time to like actually talk it through and get to know each other a little bit more. But the door is not closed, so.